Everything that truly makes us happy is quite simple: love, sex, and food. But when a woman decides to sleep with a man, there is no wall she will not scale, no fortress she will not destroy, no moral consideration she will not ignore at its very root. There is no God worth worrying about. Break her bed, not her heart. Sex is like money, only too much is enough. I don't have a dirty mind, I have a sexy imagination. A real woman is her man's personal porn star. Woman is the dominant sex. Men have to do all sorts of stuff to prove that they are worthy of woman's attention. Sex is the most powerful gift God ever created. The best time of day for sex is any time, because it's sex. The key to a great marriage: keep the fights clean and the sex dirty. The art of seduction is knowing what she really wants and slowly giving it to her in a way that takes her breath away. Okay, I'll come in for one drink and maybe sex, but that's it. Making you horny and making you smile are my two favorite things. A good sexual relationship is built on emotional intimacy and closeness. There is more to sex appeal than just measurements. I don't need a bedroom to prove my womanliness. Naked cuddles are the best cuddles. Sex is the most fun you can have without laughing. Sex is like air, it's not important unless you aren't getting any. Everything in the world is about sex except sex. Sex is about power. I don't know the question, but sex is definitely the answer. Sex, whatever else it is an athletic skill. The more you practice, the more you can, the more you want to, the more you enjoy it, the less it tires you. I promise to always be by your side, or under you, or on top. What holds the world together, as I have learned from bitter experience, is sexual intercourse. We waste time looking for the perfect lover instead of creating the perfect love. If you want to get laid, go to college. If you want an education, go to the library. Good sex is like good bridge. If you don't have a good partner, you'd better have a good hand. We are all born sexual creatures, thank God, but it's a pity so many people despise and crush this natural gift. Sex is the consolation you have when you can't have love. Sex is one of the 9 reasons for reincarnation. The other 8 are unimportant. The difference between sex and love is that sex relieves tension and love causes it. Sex without love is as hollow and ridiculous as love without sex. Make love when you can. It's good for you. No woman gets an orgasm from shining the kitchen floor. Is sex dirty? Only when it's being done right. Flirting is a woman's trade, one must keep in practice. Sex is an emotion in motion. Love is the answer, but while you are waiting for the answer, sex raises some pretty good questions. Some people claim that marriage interferes with romance. There's no doubt about it. Anytime you have a romance, your wife is bound to interfere. Sex without love is a meaningless experience, but as far as meaningless experiences go, it's pretty damn good. A man can sleep around, no questions asked, but if a woman makes 19 or 20 mistakes, she's a tramp. My first time I jacked off, I thought I'd invented it. I looked down at my sloppy handful of junk and thought, this is going to make me rich. Women need a reason to have sex. Men just need a place. Sex at age 90 is like trying to shoot pool with a rope. Sex is a part of nature. I go along with nature. Love without sex is still the most efficient form of hell known to man. The only unnatural sex act is that which you cannot perform. Sex is as important as eating or drinking, and we ought to allow the one appetite to be satisfied with as little restraint or false modesty as the other. I know a man who gave up smoking, drinking, sex, and rich food. He was healthy right up to the day he killed himself. Sex pleasure in women is a kind of magic spell. It demands complete abandon. If words or movements oppose the magic of caresses, the spell is broken. I remember the first time I had sex, I kept the receipt. The big difference between sex for money and sex for free is that sex for money usually costs a lot less. Sex is always about emotions. Good sex is about free emotions. Bad sex is about blocked emotions. Remember, sex is like a Chinese dinner. It ain't over till you both get your cookie. Sex is the driving force on the planet. We should embrace it, not see it as the enemy. If I don't have sex every day, I get a headache. I like the feeling of being dominated. It actually makes me feel safe as opposed to challenged. The deepest moments of intimacy occur when you are not talking. Passionate sex is great. A passionate marriage filled with passionate sex. So much better. Billions of people have had sex. I don't know how many have actually made love. Love, sex, and happiness is what it's all about.